Welcome to the Pre-Advising module for the Bridge to Clemson program. This module contains key information about the Arts and Sciences Division at Tri-County Technical College, as well as an overview of the college advising and registration process. As you review each slide and module, make a note of any individual questions you may have about bridge requirements, your choice of major or degree program, or about the academic expectations presented in this section. As a new first-year student in the Bridge to Clemson program, you are in the driver's seat. You are in control of your academic future. As you prepare to enroll for the fall 2021 semester, it is important to understand that your progress towards your academic degree is your responsibility. Providing the resources for your success is our #1 priority. Learning to effectively use the available resources early in the semester will enhance your efforts to succeed and make a smooth transition to Clemson for your sophomore year. Being successful in college boils down to 3 key areas, 3 pillars that support and strengthen your efforts to engage and connect both academically and socially. Each of these pillars, advising support, academic support, and connections with campus for engagement with the college community, will be covered in this module and follow-up modules.
Hello, my name is Addison Blackman, and I'm a recent Clemson graduate who majored in physics. During your bridge year, you'll have numerous opportunities to meet with academic advisors at Clemson and Tri-County. When I was in the bridge program, I met my bridge faculty advisor during summer orientation when students went to advising and registration. After orientation, when classes started for the fall semester, I wanted to establish a good relationship with my advisors at both Clemson and Tri-County. I made an appointment with both each semester and met with my advisors to go over my class schedule and plan ahead for my transition to Clemson. Working with my advisors really helped me with making the right choices and selecting my classes, as well as discussing my career goals. Having a relationship with both my Tri-County and Clemson advisors was a very good decision. Plan to do the same thing your bridge year. It'll make a big difference when you transition to Clemson.
The college advising process involves multiple resources that connect you, the student, to all the options available to support your academic progress. Students in the Bridge program should become familiar with the Tri-County Technical College catalog and the undergraduate announcements catalog for Clemson University. Both catalogs are available online at the institution websites. Catalogs for each institution contain valuable information about a student's intended major at Clemson and provide details about specific courses, such as course descriptions and prerequisites. Students in the Bridge program have access to 3 levels of academic advising during their Bridge year. They will meet with their assigned Tri-County faculty advisor and will meet and engage with their Clemson advisor based on their intended major. Also, the entire Bridge team at both Tri-County and Clemson are trained professional academic advisors. Students will be able to set up individual advising appointments throughout the academic year, as well as attend a walk-in session with no appointment necessary. Walk-in sessions are offered each week that classes are in session throughout the academic year. Walk-in advising sessions will take place at both campuses in various locations. Meeting with an advisor during your Bridge year is incredibly easy. Students have several ways to join an advising session or to set up an individual appointment. During the Bridge academic year, advising sessions will be offered each week via the Zoom web platform, as well as via the chat option located on the Undergraduate Studies webpage on the Clemson website. Face-to-face sessions take place weekly at convenient locations on the Tri-County main campus and at the advising offices located at the Lacey Bridge Commons building on Clemson's campus. Students in the Bridge program are enrolled in courses offered through the Tri-County Division of Arts and Sciences. The faculty of the Arts and Sciences Division serve as course instructors as well as academic advisors. Students are enrolled in University Transfer courses, which are courses designated as transferable to Clemson and are listed in the Transfer Credit Equivalency List, also known as a TCEL, on Clemson's website. Using your advising resources effectively supports your progress towards your Clemson degree. Through effective advising sessions, students gain knowledge about degree requirements and begin developing relationships with their advisor, which they can continue as they transition to Clemson. Next, we will learn more about the Arts and Sciences Division. On behalf of the Arts and Sciences Division, they wish to welcome you to the Clemson's Bridge program. We're so happy to have you join the amazing Tri-County family. In this portion of the presentation in the module, we will provide some insight about the Arts and Sciences Division, which is your academic home for the next year. By the end of this portion of the presentation, you should have a clear understanding of the differences between high school and college courses, some examples of our faculty expectations, and ways you can engage division resources to maximize your educational success. Our area is commonly referred to as the University Transfer Division, as the courses you'll be taking are designed to support maximum transferability to four-year institutions. In addition to supporting the first year of your bridge journey, we offer 2 associate degrees, the Associate in Arts and the Associate in Science. Students are supported by faculty across 5 departments. These subject matter experts are focused on providing a rigorous and transformative learning experience. Students will have the opportunity to take courses in several discipline areas and make lasting connections with individual instructors. Transitioning from high school to college brings many changes, including the academic environment. One of the major differences is the expectation that faculty have for students. In college, grades are a reflection of your mastery of the material. Your instructors are focused on performance, not necessarily the amount of work or effort you've put into it. Since your time in class each week is limited, instructors expect you to arrive being prepared and ready to participate. This usually means pre-reading, completing assignments, and bringing forward your questions. Instructors do not often allow late or make-up work, so having a plan and sticking to a schedule are critical for your success. For every hour you spend in class, you should plan to spend at least 2 hours outside of class. So let's do some quick math. 5 courses is 15 credit hours per week of classes, plus 30 hours of outside class preparation and work, which equals 45 hours per week, or the equivalent of a full-time job. The ability to demonstrate your learning at a high level requires a significant amount of time, and this may be different from your high school study habits. For each course you take, you will be provided a syllabus and instructor supplement, sometimes called an addendum. These documents outline your instructor's expectations for the course. Each instructor may have different policies, so it's important to review these carefully and ask questions. Additionally, the syllabus will identify the individual grade distribution, how grades are calculated, and the course outcomes you're expected to demonstrate. Here's an excerpt from an example class syllabus. It is critical you read and understand the key elements. Course schedules are provided at the start of class, so you are expected to know your deadlines and plan accordingly. As you navigate this first year, keep in mind these important points. First, there are things you will not find in college. For example, there's no parent portal. Once you're here, you're considered an adult and ultimately responsible for your own educational journey. Our faculty and staff are ready to assist you, but you must take the first step and ask for help. Extra credit is very rare, and when offered, it will not erase an entire semester of poor performance. The fast pace of college courses does not provide opportunities for do-overs. When you submit an assignment for grading, instructors assume it represents your best work. You should track your progress in the instructor-provided gradebook for each class. If you do not have the grade you would like to have, change your approach. Faculty can provide suggestions for improvement and direct you to numerous resources across campus, but you must communicate with them proactively. Don't wait until the end of the semester to address issues. By then, it may be too late to recover. Every instructor has office hours dedicated solely to helping students be successful. Use that time to get to know instructors better, reinforce any concepts you may not understand, and ask questions. All of these things will help you moving forward. This also helps when building a rapport with your instructor. We recommend that you do this early. You may need a letter of recommendation later from one of your instructors, and you want them to remember who you are. Lastly, use the resources available. You will have access to supplemental instruction, tutoring, and other services within our student support and engagement area of the college. Use them. They will only help ensure your success. In addition to our general education classes, we also offer several unique learning experiences. These include credit-bearing trips within the U.S. and abroad. We offer a popular trip to Boston, one to Washington, D.C., and one to Mexico. Students can learn more about new places, cultures, and people while earning class credit aligned with your personal interests. You may also take courses that are labeled as learning communities, and these courses include intentional planning by the instructors to link two courses together in a cohort fashion. We also have a holistic math placement system at Tri-County. All students must take the math placement test, but the math department will consider your math placement using more than just the placement scores on the test. This multiple measures approach could permit you access to a higher level math. Success in the higher level course is not guaranteed, but can help you move along your math path more quickly. The Arts and Sciences Division is focused on helping you reach your goals and achieve your full potential. We want you to be successful at Tri-County, but even more, we want you to be prepared for your experience at Clemson. Our faculty are dedicated to your success, but we cannot do it alone. We stand ready to provide assistance and an exceptional learning experience, but we need you to invest fully in your time at Tri-County. It won't always be easy, and many of you will be challenged in new and unexpected ways, but these experiences will prepare you to cross the bridge. We look forward to seeing you in the fall and are excited to share all we have to offer. Still deciding on an academic program? Not sure about your intended major or the program you think is the best for you? You are not alone. Many students will have second thoughts about their choice of major. The first year of college is an important time for career exploration and learning more about your intended degree pathway. Students in the Bridge program can research degree programs offered at Clemson by going to this webpage, www.clemson.edu/majors. Admission to certain majors at Clemson cannot be guaranteed. Each year, the Office of Admissions at Clemson University provides information to incoming students about those majors deemed closed. These majors have limited seats and key upper-level course sequences that restrict the number of students allowed into these majors each year. These majors are listed here and in the Bridge program brochure mailed to you with your offer letter. Students who intend to pursue a closed major should work carefully with the Clemson advisor for the closed major, as well as with Bridge staff advisors, to stay up to date on the requirements for applying to a closed major. During the Bridge academic year, students interested in a closed major can follow the course curriculum for that major, as well as for a parallel pathway major. Having a backup major in mind will allow students to stay on track for degree progress while choosing similar courses and working closely with the Clemson advisor. The following Clemson majors have special course requirements, GPA restrictions, space restrictions, or require departmental approval at Clemson: architecture, education, all areas, graphic communication, performing arts, audio, music, and theater, and pre-business. Students who intend to major in degrees offered through the College of Education at Clemson should be aware of the competitive entry requirements. During the spring semester of the Bridge year, a student in an intended major in the College of Education should plan to meet with the education advisor at Clemson for a detailed review of the student's status in meeting these competitive entry requirements. As detailed on the slide, students must meet Bridge requirements, must have a higher GPA that they've earned at Tri-County, a 2.75 or greater, and must have an SAT of 1100 or higher, or an ACT of 22 or higher. If a student does not have the SAT or ACT score needed, they must plan to take the Praxis 1 core test during their bridge year. More details are available for bridge students as they start their fall 2021 semester. For the upcoming academic year, fall 2021 through spring 2022, the pre-business major now includes specific curriculum requirements for students. During the bridge year, students in pre-business must successfully complete Math 130, Math 230, and at least one economics course. Pre-business students who have successfully completed those required courses will be able to transition into one of the upper-level College of Business degree programs such as accounting, management, marketing, financial management, or economics Bachelor of Science, keeping in mind GPA requirements also are required. Students should carefully review the curriculum worksheet for their intended degree program as they go through the advising and registration process. Students who do not complete both math courses and at least one economics course during their bridge year will be required to change their major into an open enrollment major at Clemson. Then, students can work through the pre-business major requirements at Clemson. The bridge requirements are: earn 30 or more transferable credit hours at Tri-County during the academic year and have an earned GPA of at least 2.5. Once a student has met these requirements, they will transition directly to Clemson for their sophomore year. Students must earn a letter grade C or better in each course to receive credit for the course towards their bridge requirements. It's important to note, dual enrollment credits, AP credits, and IB credits do not count towards the bridge 30 credit hour requirement. Students must earn an additional 30 credit hours during their bridge year. When deciding on which course to take for the fall semester, students should review several resources while making their semester schedule. Clemson's undergraduate announcements catalog will feature sections such as general education, courses of instruction with course descriptions, and majors by colleges. To review information about your intended major at Clemson, click on the college link, then scroll through the pages to find your degree program. Review the courses for your intended degree program. All students at Clemson will earn 30 or more credit hours of general education required courses. These courses include freshman English, sciences with labs, social sciences, and more. For some degree programs, students will have program-specific course requirements they will enroll in during their bridge year at Tri-County. The Bridge Curriculum Worksheet for your intended major has an outline of the degree requirements for that major, broken down into the fall and spring semesters, as well as program-specific courses students should take at Tri-County. Students will have access to the Bridge Student Academic and Advising Guide for 2021-2022. This guide is comprehensive. It includes carefully reviewed sections on general education requirements, math and English placement guidance, and a detailed list of course-for-course transfer equivalent courses offered at Tri-County. Once a student has taken the AccuPlacer placement test, they will have scores as a result of their work on each section of that test. The AccuPlacer scores serve as placement scores, allowing students to register for the appropriate math or English course. Students should work closely with their academic advisor and bridge staff when reviewing their AccuPlacer scores and determining the level of placement for key courses. Other course options include Army or Air Force ROTC, participation in choral groups at Tri-County or Clemson, participation in band at Clemson, taking a foreign language, and taking College 103 or 105. Army and Air Force ROTC courses are available to students during their bridge year. Students register for the Army or Air Force course, military leadership course, through Tri-County, then participate in the course on campus at Clemson. It's important to note, students are responsible for contacting the Army or Air Force Department representative at Clemson to learn about the requirements for participation. Looking for a great course that will teach you college-level skills in support of your academic progress? College 105, Freshman Seminar, and College 103, College Skills, offers students the opportunity to learn and engage with their peers while gaining skills in areas such as test-taking strategies and effective college-level writing. Students will participate in the advising and registration process in a series of steps. These are outlined in your orientation materials. As a planning tool, students can use a course planning worksheet for both Fall 2021 and Spring 2022 course selection.
Hi, my name is Amaya Benson and I'm from Columbia, South Carolina. During my first semester in the Bridge program, I started in my classes and quickly realized that I needed to make some serious changes when it came to studying and taking tests. Both my biology class and my chemistry class had an SI leader who sat in on our classes and then held a review session later in the week. I started attending and it was a game changer for me. I made better grades and I saw improvements in my academic skills a lot faster as I basically went each week. Tutoring is also available and it is great for other classes that don't offer an SI session. I went to the tutoring center a lot and it helped me with writing papers and developing better math skills. I used other resources during my Bridge year, like going to the Career Center at Clemson. I wanted to talk to a career counselor about my major and discuss some career options I was thinking about after graduation. Other services that Bridge students have access to during their freshman year are departments such as Redfern Health Center and CAPS, the Counseling and Psychological Services Unit. Places like Redfern and CAPS are really helpful. They both provide a convenient location where students can take care of their mental and physical well-being. If a student comes down with the flu, or even if they need to talk to a supportive counselor about their issues, they have that resource available to them right on campus.
The most successful students are those who take advantage of the success resources early on when they begin the semester. Academic support for students in the Bridge program includes supplemental instruction, also called SI, and tutoring sessions offered at Tri-County through the Learning Commons. Other success resources already reviewed include working with the academic advisor, utilizing the institution's catalog, and researching the intended major through meetings with career counselors at Tri-County or Clemson. Academic success resources make a big difference when students use them effectively. These resources include those at both Clemson and Tri-County. During the Bridge year, students can spend time at Cooper Library as well as the Learning Commons Library section at Tri-County. Another resource available to Bridge students is the opportunity to purchase a laptop through Clemson University. Details on the 2021-2022 laptops preferred by different majors at Clemson is available on the Clemson website as well as available in orientation materials. Stay connected all year. Follow our social media accounts. And be sure to save the date. A special Bridge Convocation event will kick off the start of the academic year. This event will take place on campus at Clemson. Details will be provided soon. Keep the big picture in mind. See yourself walking across the stage in Little John Coliseum in May 2025.